Hey guys, I'm back again for another Jurassic World review, and now we're taking a look at the Dino Rivals. Now, first starting with Velociraptor Delta, considering that this is basically a repaint of Velociraptor Blue from the basic attack pack line. And this has also been repainted several other times other than just having a blue variant, so yeah, but I still find it a pretty cool figure, and I was actually really excited to get this figure, despite not looking exactly like Delta, because I can see it as looking like Echo, even if the stripes or the coloration is a little darker. But anyways, it's still a cool looking figure already, so I'm really excited to get it out. So before we get it on to the figure itself, we're gonna go take a look at the package. So at the top right here, you got a normal looking Jurassic World logo, which is not cracked up. Right alongside, you have this beautiful looking Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus skeleton with the red orange looking scenario look, and it looks pretty awesome for the Dino Rivals package. And honestly, I do not have any problems with it, except for one thing as we get down to the bottom. Over here you got the Dino Rivals logo, Velociraptor Delta, Rexy, the new Triceratops, and Owen. But there's one missing factor to this package. Someone else on the side. Either it could be Blue or Claire there. Yes, because I am on the bandwagon wanting Claire to be in the package too, because you know she's one of the most important characters in Jurassic Park. So, but yet on the side they had to make room for the collector's card thing on the side. But yet again, you do need someone else there too. I mean, if I had to choose between Blue and Claire, it would be difficult for me. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Claire because you're gonna need her right alongside. She's been re-released as a new figure for the Wave 2 line. I mean, she was re-released from the Wave 2, and okay, I could go on day talking about how Claire should be in the package alongside, or it could be Blue, just like in the Fallen Kingdom toy line. But yet again, that's a little bit nitpicking. Other than that one glaring issue that there's no one else right alongside and just Owen Grady being badass on the side, it's a pretty cool package. And the addition with added collector's cards and the Dino Rivals toy line is pretty much a plus as well. So as I flip at the backside, nothing else special, but it does give you a rundown of more dinosaurs to collect, like the repaint of the Protoceratops, the new Dracorex, and the Rampharachus. And it has Jurassic World FACSAP capability and compatibility. Again, I'm screwing up with that line. And a bunch of other stuff to see down there, including the UPC, which you don't really need because it's already in stores. But I got this off from eBay for at least a good price. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get this girl out the package. And here is Velociraptor Delta right out the package. Now, as far as I'm concerned, it's really funny considering how first-handed you look at these toys on like prototype production photos, and they don't look quite as good. But when you get them in person, they always look much better than they are in that production photo. Just like the Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Legacy Collection toy line that we have this year, the Green Rex, which I personally love. So at this point, looking at her in person, while she doesn't sport the same color scheme as Delta from the film, she definitely does look really nice. From the sculpt of the head, it obviously is reminiscent of the Velociraptors of Jurassic Park. So I don't really have to go much over the sculpt, considering that I reviewed it before in the Velociraptor Blue review, because, well, it's also one of my favorite sculpts. I mean, even if it's just basic, because it doesn't deliver that much on the paint, but that doesn't really matter, because the sculpting, even here, and also, thank God the mouth is not crooked, like, the sculpting on there is great too. And also, the paint, I have to watch out for the paint. Thankfully, the paint isn't messy here on the eyes. So far I checked out and it's pretty cool. And the paint though, while it's not accurate, again, like I say, and it doesn't have to be because, again, it doesn't have to be accurate to be a cool toy. The paint all over it, it's pretty nice for a makeshift Delta or something. But at the same time, I still prefer it to be Echo. Considering that, I don't know if Mattel will make an Echo. I'm not sure, or they might not make a Charlie, but I got a makeshift Raptor squad later. Anyway, so again, I don't have to go over much of the sculpt or anything else because it is indeed a great sculpt. I do not have any problems with it. Most people will still prefer it as a Dino Damage Raptor Blue, like the Dino Damage Raptor sculpt or the Leaping Raptor sculpt, which is my personal favorite. But nonetheless, this is pretty sweet, so seeing that we have a new Raptor in this paint job. So under here we have this Jurassic World logo that we usually get nowadays on the feet. And here's the scan code for those who want to scan it, because, you know, again, I was going to start doing this from now on in my reviews. And let's go take a look at the collector's card, which is pretty sweet. You got this great artwork of Velociraptor Delta here. Again, this is like, doesn't have to be fully accurate, so it's pretty nice. It's got this really cool looking colored background that most people would say reminds you of the 90s, but honestly enough, even if I'm not in the 90s, I could easily remind myself of the early 2000s. It's pretty sweet looking. I mean, the card itself is pretty sweet, and then here's its battle stats here. I won't go over too much because everybody else has went through it, but as you can see, this raptor is quite the kind of dinosaur that you would not pick a fight with because it is that deadly. On the back and the bottom here, we got the normal Jurassic World logo, Universal Studios and Amblin logo, trademarks with Mattel, and the Dino Rivals logo alongside on the top. And what I like about this card, the detailing on the card here, is that the gray background definitely reminds me of the gray background from Jurassic Park 3. So that's a winning plus. So comparing the previous figure, we do have blue on the side, so they both look really good together. And I really still have no problems with the sculpt, except for the fact that they could have painted these up like the toe claws and everything, fingernails, but who cares? It doesn't really matter to me. The skulls still look nice, and they definitely do not disappoint, especially for me, considering that I do like the toys anyway. And to end off this review, here is my makeshift Velociraptor squad. And right here, sorry about that. Right here, this is what I consider to be Delta, considering that the color scheme is a little bit more teal, like a much more accurate, I guess. I mean, it would have been close to being Charlie, but since this one looks like Charlie, so I would go ahead and make that Charlie. And we have blue, and this would be Echo, considering that the paint again doesn't look like Delta, but again, that's how it's gonna be. So it really doesn't really matter, and there's really no flaws with this. So again, like I had said before, this figure here, it's a pretty cool figure, and it definitely does go well if you try to make a makeshift Raptor squad. So, yeah, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course it's short because there's really nothing else to go about it. It also does come with the cool collector card here, so it definitely does not disappoint, especially considering that the Dino Rivals is going to continue to have these cards. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you again next week for the next review.